Good night, my friends. I hope you are having a wonderful night, and I hope that you did enjoy your lovely Sunday dinner. But tonight, we are going to talk briefly on the topic God's original diet, part 2. First, we would have tell you about the original diet that was given to man in Genesis chapter 1 and verse 29. We told you also about when God gave permission to mankind to eat meat. We also tell you about what happened when the children of Israel wanted to eat meat and God gave it to them and it come through their nose, their nostril. We told you all about those stuff. But when we speak about the original diet, we are talking about fruits and we are talking about nuts and grains and all of these things that God plant and God speak into being for us to consume. Now we realize that when we consume the natural stuff, it is wonderful and good for the body system. We encourage everybody to eat some nuts. We encourage everybody to eat some wonderful fruits to clean the body system, to make sure that your body flush properly. It is also wonderful that if every morning we can eat some fruits so that our body and our blood can be protected from diseases and we can have proper digestion as we digest the food. Now, one of the most important thing that we're normally highlighting when it comes on to God's original diet, we also mention is when we also consume it and what time we should consume all of these things. First, I want to say to you tonight that before, you see, we have to make sure that our body system is right. We have to make sure that our body can function properly. And if we want our body to function properly, we have to eat and drink right. We mentioned to you in previous videos that you don't eat and drink. You eat first and then take about 1.5 hour or 2 hours to get something to drink. Now, one of the things that we also emphasize in God's original diet is that the diet that God has given us from the beginning, that was a diet that we were supposed to stick to. But when sin came into being, the Bible said that God permitted mankind to eat flesh. We see it in Leviticus chapter 11, where God gave permission to mankind to eat meat. Not also in Leviticus chapter 11, but also Genesis. After the flood, God gave mankind permission to eat meat or to eat flesh. Now, one of the things that we want to highlight into tonight, so often theologians always point to where God would have eat fish in the New Testament. But I have a news for all theologians tonight to tell them that when God gave the prescription of the original diet in Genesis, not only the diet thing was original, but when God placed man and woman to marry in the Garden of Eden, it was supposed to be a man and a woman. One woman to a man and one man to a woman. God explained it in Matthew chapter 19 that he is not interested in a divorce. But however, God permitted mankind to do so. We want to tell all of our people that it is not sin for anybody to eat flesh. But same as though it is not God's intention for anybody to marry 2 times or to divorce, it is not God's will neither for mankind to eat flesh. But God permitted it anyhow. So we are encouraging every single body to accept the Macedonia call in changing their diet. Not drastically, no. But little by little, as you go, you can take off something. Same as how when we accept Jesus, you don't expect that everything is going to drop off as you go. But there's a process that called sanctification. The same process that is used in a Christian life when it comes on to your step in salvation, we must also use the same process to also change our diet. Little by little, we can remove all the things that's supposed to be moved. My brother and sister, my friends, I implore you tonight, same as how when God said unto Ezekiel that there's coming a time when God will take away the laws from the stone and put it in our heart. Before grace, the law was on a stone, and after grace, the law becomes to be on our mind. So I'm saying to you tonight, grace doesn't or did not only wash us, but grace put in us the things that we are supposed to do and the things that we are supposed to accomplish in our daily life. And I think I told you in the last presentation that there will be no flesh diet into the kingdom of heaven. And because there will be no flesh diet into the kingdom of heaven, we are encouraging every single person to change their course tonight and do whatever is best for them. Remember, I am telling you that eating flesh is not sin, but we are encouraging all people tonight to change their diet, to give God a chance in their life by abiding to the laws of health, by accepting God's ways of life, and by doing whatever God said that we must do. As we move forward in our health presentation tonight, in the time of Jesus, fish may good, but in our time, it may not applicable to our system. As I said to you tonight, time ago, the common fowl eggs were good. But now, as we live into a time when all kind of diseases are affecting the entire universe, it is imperative that we take in the natural stuff. Some may argue and say no natural stuff because what they all have all kind of things with them and they also mingle too. But if we grow our own stuff, then we will get the perfect thing that God wants us to have. I implore all of you tonight, eat right, drink right, and may God bless you as you continue to trust in His holy name. Join us tomorrow night again as we go deeper into God's original diet. Remember to subscribe, to share, like, and comment, and also donate to our wonderful ministry. Have a good night, and may God bless you.